I'm sure you've probably spent time thinking about where we came from at some point in your life. Today, we are embarking on a captivating journey through time to explore the origins of humanity. Our destination? The Garden of Eden, the heart of the ancient biblical tale. Get ready for a riveting exploration of the mysteries, symbolism, and relevance that this timeless story holds for us today. Now, without further ado, let us immerse ourselves in the wonders of the Garden of Eden. As the story goes, within the serene and magnificent Garden of Eden, a place of unparalleled beauty and tranquility, Adam and Eve reveled in their existence. They were blissfully unaware of the temptations and trials that lay ahead of them, their lives filled only with joy and harmony. But little did they know that lurking in the shadows, a cunning serpent with a silver tongue awaited its chance to disrupt this idyllic paradise. The serpent, a master of manipulation and deception, slithered through the lush foliage, its eyes gleaming with mischief. It knew that Adam and Eve were innocent, their hearts pure and untainted by sin. And so, it hatched a plan to entice them into the depths of temptation. Drawing closer to Eve, the serpent whispered seductively, weaving tales of forbidden knowledge and hidden truths. It questioned the boundaries set by God, planting seeds of doubt within her mind. Eve, a curious and inquisitive soul, found herself captivated by the serpent's words. The allure of the unknown began to consume her thoughts, and she felt an insatiable desire to explore the forbidden. Intrigued by the serpent's enticing promises, Eve sought out Adam, eager to share her newfound curiosity. With the serpent's words echoing in their minds, they both ventured towards the tree of knowledge, its branches heavy with forbidden fruit. As they reached out to pluck a fruit from the tree, their hands trembled with a mixture of fear and excitement. First Eve, then Adam, eating the forbidden apple in direct defiance to the Lord. In that pivotal moment, their innocence shattered like fragile glass. The taste of the forbidden fruit lingered on their tongues, and suddenly, their eyes were opened to a world they had never known. They were no longer sheltered within the confines of paradise. They were now aware of their own vulnerability and mortality. Before we cover what happens next, I want to express my gratitude for your support. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel Bible Revival. By doing so, you become an integral part of our mission to spread the message of Jesus Christ worldwide. Now, as the realization of their disobedience washed over them, Adam and Eve felt shame and remorse course through their veins. They had succumbed to temptation, their actions forever altering the course of humanity. The once harmonious relationship between God and mankind had been fractured, and a veil of separation descended upon them. God, in his divine wisdom, could not let this act of defiance go unpunished. He banished Adam and Eve from the Garden of Eden, casting them out into a world filled with hardship and suffering. The paradise they had once known was now forever beyond their reach, and they were left to navigate the complexities of a fallen world. But amidst the despair and consequences of their actions, a glimmer of hope emerged. God, in his infinite mercy, promised a future redemption for mankind. He offered a glimpse of a Savior who would one day restore the broken relationship between humanity and divinity. And so, as Adam and Eve left the Garden of Eden, they carried with them the weight of their transgressions, but also a flicker of hope for the future. Their story serves as a cautionary tale, a reminder of the delicate balance between temptation and obedience, and the enduring power of God's love and forgiveness. In the end, the Garden of Eden remains a symbol of both the beauty and fragility of innocence. It is a reminder that even in the face of temptation and the consequences of our actions, there is always the possibility of redemption and a renewed connection with the divine. The serpent's role in the biblical story goes beyond just being a tempter. It also holds a significant amount of symbolism and represents the concept of sin. In many cultures, serpents are associated with deceit, cunning, and seduction. They are often depicted as creatures with the ability to manipulate and deceive, much like Satan himself. The serpent's actions in the Garden of Eden can be seen as a metaphor for the human struggle with sin and temptation. By enticing Eve to eat the forbidden fruit, the serpent symbolizes the allure of worldly desires and the temptation to go against divine guidance. It represents the internal battle between our inherent sinful nature and our desire to remain faithful to God. Furthermore, the serpent's involvement in the fall of man highlights the consequences of disobedience and the separation it creates between humanity and their Creator. The story serves as a cautionary tale, reminding us of the importance of obedience and the devastating consequences that can result from succumbing to temptation. However, there are also alternative interpretations of the serpent's role in the Garden of Eden. Some argue that rather than solely representing sin and temptation, the serpent could also symbolize growth and transformation. In this view, the serpent becomes a catalyst for human development and self-awareness. By challenging Adam and Eve's innocence and pushing them to question authority, the serpent encourages them to think critically and make choices for themselves. It is through this act of defiance that they gain knowledge and experience personal growth. This perspective suggests that the serpent's actions, while initially leading to the fall of man, ultimately contribute to the development of human consciousness and the acquisition of wisdom. It highlights the importance of questioning and seeking knowledge, even if it means going against established norms or facing adversity. Regardless of the interpretation, the serpent's legacy in mythology and religious texts is undeniable. It continues to captivate our imagination and provoke deep philosophical and theological discussions. The story of the serpent in the Garden of Eden serves as a reminder of the complexities of human nature and the eternal struggle between good and evil. Whether seen as a fallen angel or a symbol of growth, the serpent's presence in the biblical narrative leaves us with many questions about the nature of sin, temptation, and the human condition. It reminds us of the importance of self-reflection, moral discernment, and the constant pursuit of spiritual growth and enlightenment. Now, let's dive deeper into the relevance of this ancient narrative in our modern lives. The symbolism behind sin and the fall of man resonates with us today on multiple levels. The act of eating the forbidden fruit represents a fundamental human tendency, disobedience. It serves as a powerful reminder that we often make choices contrary to God's will, leading to dire consequences. The forbidden fruit, in its essence, symbolizes the introduction of sin into the world. It represents the pivotal moment when humanity disregarded God's commandments and chose to follow their own desires. This act of rebellion had far-reaching implications, resulting in a fractured relationship between humanity and God. It severed the intimate connection we once had with our Creator, creating a void that only redemption can fill. As we reflect on this ancient story, we are confronted with burning questions about our own lives. How often do we knowingly disobey God's will and pursue our own selfish desires? Are we aware of the consequences that our actions can have on our relationship with God and with others? These questions force us to confront the reality of our own humanity and the need for redemption. The Garden of Eden serves as a cautionary tale, reminding us of the importance of obedience. It highlights the grave consequences that can arise from our choices, urging us to exercise discernment and wisdom in our decision-making. Just as Adam and Eve faced the repercussions of their disobedience, we too must grapple with the effects of our actions. However, the story of the fall of man does not leave us in a state of hopelessness. It points us towards the path of redemption and restoration. It emphasizes the need to seek a renewed relationship with God, one that can only be achieved through Jesus Christ. In his sacrifice and resurrection, we find the ultimate redemption from sin and the opportunity to restore our broken connection with God. In conclusion, the symbolism behind sin and the fall of man in the story of the Garden of Eden holds great significance for us in the present day. It calls us to examine our own lives and the choices we make, reminding us of the consequences that can ensue. Yet, it also offers hope and redemption, encouraging us to seek a restored relationship with God through Jesus Christ. And there you have it, the history, mysteries, and modern application of the biblical story of the Garden of Eden. From the serpent's true identity to the significance of the garden in today's world, we have provided you with a comprehensive understanding. If you have enjoyed this video and found it informative, we kindly ask you to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel Bible Revival. Leave a comment down below on what biblical subjects you'd like to see videos on next. By doing so, you will not only support us in our mission to spread the message of Jesus Christ, but also join a community of like-minded individuals who are passionate about exploring the depths of biblical wisdom.